Hello and welcome back to NHB Retro. Today on the bench we have a really nice PC Junior. This is one I just got in today, and when I got it, it seemed like it booted fine. And however, when I ran the self-diagnostic test on the disk drive, it started experiencing some trouble, and now when I boot it, which I will do now, I get this. So ignore the the monitor doesn't really seem to like the composite output here, but okay, so we get the disk drive kind of grinding. This is error H. If I hit return, disk drive makes a really strange sound, and then it finally gets into basic. So I think the first thing we need to do is take the case off, take the top off the case, and look at that disk drive and make sure, see if it just needs to be serviced or see what's going on inside there. So that's what we'll do next. Okay, I think got a little, did a little prying on the back here, and I think that's all that's needed to pop this top off now. Yep. Easy, relatively toolless entry there. All right, so here we have the disk drive. This is a Cume double-sided disk drive, and I think what I want to do here is maybe first plug this in and just see exactly what happens when it tries to spin. So let me do that. Let me get that set up. Let me get the power out here. Okay, I've got the power hooked up. Let me actually take you off so I did go ahead and I've moved the head a little bit towards the center. I'm going to power this up. Now it should, of course, seek back towards the track 0. Let me just go show you what's happening here. Doing its memory tests right now. Okay, so obviously the head is having a real hard time moving. I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean and lubricate the rails. And then if that doesn't do it, I'm going to take the disk drive out and we'll look at the belt and see if there's a problem there. Okay, I did go ahead and I got a Q-tip with some WD-40 on it. It did look like the rails had quite a bit of sticky old grease on them. So I used a little bit of WD-40 to hopefully help break that grease down. And then I used a dry Q-tip to get hopefully most of the WD-40 off. And I've just got a little bit of lithium grease that I'm going to apply, hopefully as the long-term lubricant for these rails. It's really, really easy to get to this closest rail, but there's a second rail here underneath this board that much harder to get to. So I'm hoping that just this closest one is pretty much all we need. I can avoid taking it apart the rest of the way. So it feels like it glides much nicer now over these rails now that they're properly lubricated. You have that old gunky grease off there. Obviously with this grease and the WD-40, you want to be real careful not to get any of it anywhere else because it could be conductive, etc. Okay, yeah, that feels really nice. So let's go ahead and cycle the power again and see what happens. Okay, well that sounds a lot better. Let's get it back Yeah, that sounded way, way better. Let's get it back inside, hook it back up to the monitor, and see if that was a success. Okay, I've got the PCjr all set back up. Got my DOS 3.3 boot disk in the drive. Let's give it a boot and see what happens. Again, this TV does not sync super well with this signal. Okay, right there is where we were getting the error before. Got successfully past that. Sounds like it's booting. All right, we are in DOS. So that is pretty cool. I did go ahead and clean the heads with some isopropyl alcohol while I was in there, and yeah, everything seems to be working just great now. So very, very cool. That was a fast, easy fix. Hopefully I'll have more to say and do with this PCjr in the future. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching.